What's happening? Live from Lake Wiley, South Carolina. It's the Bragg Radio Show, right, Candace?
Yep. You got too much junk on my side of the thing.
Look over here.
All of this mess is on my
Candace,
side.
what are those blue folders?
These are property folders.
Those are deals, right?
Yep.
Those are deals.
They are property folders.
And then those are the deals that we're working on right now to come back in. We got a ton of stuff going on, guys. Welcome to Bragg Radio, live from Lake Wiley, South Carolina. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What about those right there? How many are right here?
4.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11 right here. These are just the deals we've written up this week, right?
Yep.
So, guys, we got a lot of stuff going on. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Thanks so much for being on. We appreciate you. Thank you for being here. First of all, let me just share a couple things with you. If you are kind of brand new, you can get a investor's kit. Look, my little thing is covering your face over there. You can't really tell that, can you? But anyway, they can't see that little thing.
They can't see the thing.
But anyway, so if you'd like to get a free investor's kit, you can go to call that number, 877-LARRY-GO. It's live right now. Zenobia will answer the phone, right?
Yep, she will.
She will. And what do they get in the investor's kit?
There is a digital copy of the HUD Home Tap Off book, a digital copy of the Real Estate Day Traders book, some links to some other education, to a Filthy Riches webinar, HUD Mastery, Ultimate Buying and Selling Machine. So it goes through a couple different trainings on our models, on our exit strategies, things like that. That's
cool. Now, if they would rather text than call, they can text Bragg to that number right there, 803-897-6063. Right, Kandas?
Yep.
Right, Kandas?
Yep, that's the same thing. You just don't get to talk to Zenobia.
Yeah, you don't get to talk to Zenobia. She's a sweetheart, though.
Mm-hmm.
I really like her. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to talk about the deal of the week. That's what we're going to talk about first. Okay.
Yay.
Well, before we do that, though, we need to talk about the share sponsor. I put up the wrong little juber
in the order.
What we need to talk about is share sponsor. You can be a sponsor of the show, right? And you can get a chance to win a real estate day trading jumpstart course, right? It's a home study course that talks all about what we do, buy and sell houses the same day using the internet. Okay, that's what we do. It's what we teach. We teach other things that we do as well, like HUD and seller financing. But for the most part, it's exactly what we do. Look, Britt Walker's live online. What's up, Britt? How you doing? Yo. Let's show him right there for a second. Britt Walker, yo. All right, so if you want to be a share sponsor, all you got to do is share this video. That's all you have to do. Just share the video, and we're going to pick a winner from everybody who shares. You know, it's not like there's hundreds of people sharing yet, right?
Not yet, yeah.
Yeah, not yet. It's not like there's hundreds of people sharing. So share this video right now, right? Share it right now. And then we're going to pick one person next week, and we're going to announce you right here next week, same time, and let you know that you won, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So that's that with that, right?
That's that with that.
So,
famous words.
Exactly. Okay, we're going to talk about the deal of the week first. We've done a lot of deals we recently, and we're doing a lot of direct mail, okay? A lot of direct mail. We're making the phone ring off the hook, and really Kandace and I are in the trenches. She is getting the leads. She's setting up the deal, and then she's setting up the deal, and then she's teeing it up to me, and then I get on the phone and close them over the phone, right? And we've been sending out. I mean, it's like I get depressed at the end of the day if I don't have a deal yet, right?
You are depressed by lunch. If we couldn't even go get lunch today before we had a contract sent out. It was ridiculous. And yes, you get into like this funk now if you don't have something out, like going out all the time. It's crazy.
I know. Yesterday, I didn't leave the office until like, I don't know, 7 or 7:30.
Yeah.
But by the time I left, I had 2 deals sent out. So 2 contracts sent out. right? That they agreed to accept my offer. So I was really, really excited about that. And so we're getting 1 or 2 a day right now. It's really cool. I'm loving it.
It is. So what is your favorite one that we've done?
Okay, I did a deal. It was, I believe it was yesterday, where I had the 2 deals, but I negotiated. This guy has several rental properties, and he wanted to get rid of some of them. And so he was wanting, like, I don't remember, $25,000 or $30,000 a piece for each one. So what I did was I negotiated both of those deals. One is rented out for $350 a month. The other one's rented out for $400 a month. And so that's $750 a month coming in. And I negotiated both of those houses $30,000, right? 30 grand for both of them. So that's not a bad deal. All we're really going to do is probably wholesale them for 40 grand. And think about it. If you've got a property that already has a tenant in it, paying $750 a month, that's worth 40, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I really do love that. It's got long-term tenants. It's down in Gaffney, South Carolina. And we're marketing now in about,
are you trying to count the counties?
Yeah, I've got, let's see, we've got Gastonia. I got to throw Britt's thing up here. That's pretty cool.
Why are you throwing?
Thanks, Britt.
You always need such validation.
I do, don't I?
It kills me.
Thanks for sharing.
Oh, awesome. My goodness.
So we're mailing in Gastonia. We're mailing in Cleveland County, in Lincoln County, Rutherford County, Catawba County, and York County, South Carolina, and Cherokee County, South Carolina. Now, Cherokee County, South Carolina that's where Gaffney is. It's just above Spartanburg, okay, right down 85 from Charlotte, North Carolina. But those are good little deals, right? And it's bringing in $750 a month, and we picked them up for 30 grand. All we're really going to do is just wholesale them for $40,000, right?
40,000, yeah.
For 40 grand. So that's a pretty good deal right there. The next thing I want to talk about, which is really the part of the show, right, that we want to talk about, is
the main topic:
stashing cash for the crash.
Yeah, this phrase, it was so funny. We came up with this phrase this past weekend while we were at an expo talking to some guys.
Yeah,
and it stuck. And then that was like the phrase for the rest of the weekend.
We were talking about it the whole time.
With anybody that we talked to.
Stash cash for the crash.
Yeah. It made perfect sense. That's what we're doing right now.
I love it. It is exactly what we're doing right now. Now, some of the things I want to talk about here is about, number one, are we going to have a crash, right? Well, I will tell you this. My crystal ball is a little foggy. I don't know when it's going to happen, but there is going to be a crash, okay? I don't think it's going to be near as bad as it was back in 2007, and there's several reasons for that, and I'm going to go into those here in just a few minutes. But I want you to think about something, guys. Real estate has cycles, okay? Trees don't grow to the sky, right? Trees do not grow to the sky, and real estate has cycles. They go up and they go down. They go up and they go down, right?
Yeah.
Are you making fun of my little...
Yeah.
But yeah. I want you to think about this. You know, where are we right now? If the real estate market goes like this, and when it reaches the top, it starts to go. Can you guys see my homemade Band-Aid right here? When it reaches the top, then it starts to go down. Where do you think we are? Do you think we're here? Do you think we're up here? Do you think we're already? Now think about this. Things have already started to slow down, right?
They definitely have.
They've started to slow down. And the first thing that happens when things start to slow down is there's a longer term of days on the market, especially on the higher end properties. The expensive properties, there's longer days on the market. Okay. So that's the very first thing that starts happening, right? Longer days on market. And then there starts to be where the prices aren't going up as much. They're not being pushed up as much. You know, it takes a little longer to sell. And then sometimes sellers start offering incentives to get on the sale. And then the prices start going down. Now in 07, 08, there was so many things that were screaming crash, right? I mean, lenders were making crazy loans, right? Negative AM loans, interest-only loans.
Which we don't have too much of that
liar loans
right now. Yeah.
No, they're not doing that anymore. Banks are a lot more cautious now. You don't have the 120. Remember the 125 loans? 125% of equity, right?
It's ridiculous. Yeah. I don't even know who that makes sense to.
They don't do that anymore, right? So just remember, guys, that trees don't grow to the sky. But also, I don't care where we are in the cycle, if we're here or up here at the top or coming down, if you're always buying below, and I know this looks a little odd, but if you're always buying below the market, you always have a cushion. And that's where we are. That's what
you teach.
That's exactly. We only teach what we do. That's it, right? So what are we doing now? I'll tell you what we're doing now. We are pretty much selling everything unless it's in a retirement account. If it's in a retirement account, I'm keeping it because I'm still buying right here, okay? Now, there's nothing wrong with fix and flips. There's nothing wrong with being a landlord, lease options, seller financing, any of that stuff. But right now, what we're doing is we're trying to stash cash for the crash. It's exactly what we're trying to do, right? I'm not saying you shouldn't, wholesale properties. I'm not saying you shouldn't, seller finance or lease option properties. I'm not saying you shouldn't fix and flip. But what we're doing ourselves is if it's outside of a retirement account, we're selling it. Mm-hmm. If it's inside the retirement account, we're keeping it, right? Now, we may sell one every once in a while, but if it's inside the retirement account, we're keeping it, right? Does that make sense?
It does to me.
Yeah, there you go. Good job. So, and why would we be doing that right now? Think about that. If we're buying houses right now, like we just picked up a brick ranch house in Gaffney, South Carolina, a nice 3-bedroom, maybe it's even a 3 or 4 bedroom, 2-bath house in Gaffney, South Carolina, brick ranch house. We picked it up for $35,000. Okay. It's rented out for $675 a month. Now that's a pretty good deal. Even right now, it's a pretty good deal, 35 grand. However, after the market turns, once the market turns, then what's going to happen is we'll probably be able to pick up that same house for 20 grand, maybe 25, but probably closer to 20 grand, right? We'll be able to pick up that house. So think about that. If I can wholesale 3 deals and make $35,000, right? Right now I can buy one of those houses, right, to keep, or I can wait and I can buy 1.5 house, right? So my money is going to go half again as much. So if I've got X amount of money and I can buy 50 houses with it, look, there's a lead.
I know, it's so frustrating.
That's a seller right there calling us. If I have enough money to buy 50 houses free and clear, if I wait until the crash, then I could buy 75 houses with the same exact amount of money, right? And if they're bringing in, say, $500 a month, just to keep it simple, if they're bringing in $500 a month, that extra 25 houses is going to be an extra $12,500 a month, $12,500 a month, right? Mm-hmm. Pretty cool, huh? Is that cool or what? So think about this. Think about, what are you doing? Are you buying inside a retirement account or outside of a retirement account? And are you stashing cash for the crash? That's very, very important, because interest rates have been going up a little bit, a smidge, but you need to be looking for private money. If you're buying properties to hold right now, you need to use one of 2 things, right? Either private money or seller financing. We got 2 deals this month with seller financing.
Right. Yep.
2 deals, 100% financing, no money down, right?
And that's something that
financing, no money down.
And that's something that you often suggest whenever you aren't able to meet the price that the seller's wanting.
Right.
So it's either cash or terms.
That's exactly right. Hey, look, V-Zone. What's up, V? V is a very, very successful real estate investor. She does fix and flips, high-end stuff. You ought to see her properties. Follow her. She is awesome.
Beautiful.
She is. It's V. Be sure and share this post, right? Because I'm talking good about you. Right? So we talked about buying power later versus now, right? You'll have a lot more buying power. Trees don't grow to the sky. We're stashing cash for the crash right now. right? It doesn't mean we aren't keeping deals, right? We're keeping them in our retirement account.
Special place.
Special place. A special place.
Yeah.
We're just, look, V needs seller financing. V, we got 2 deals just this month with seller financing. 100% seller financing, no money down, long-term 20-year financing at 5% interest.
We're buying these properties on those terms. That's what he means to say.
That's pretty cool. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, V is a sweetheart. I love her to death. Okay, so let's see here. What else are we going to talk about? Growing a small retirement account. A lot of people say, yeah, Larry, but I don't have a retirement account, like maybe you guys, to be able to grow it right now. So how can you grow a small retirement account? Okay, so think about this. There's a lot of different ways you can do that, and I want to share some of those ways with you right now. Okay, so number one, could you assign a contract in a retirement account? Could you do it? Yeah, absolutely could. Now remember, guys, the IRS does not want you to create what's called a business in your retirement account. So you can't wholesale a ton of deals. It's okay to maybe wholesale a few of them, but don't be wholesaling a ton of deals, okay? You're going to end up paying what's called UBIT, unrelated business income tax, all right? You're going to end up paying that. So it's okay to flip a few, wholesale a few, but don't make a business out of it. Don't be wholesaling 10 or 20 or 30 deals in your self-directed retirement account, okay? So some other ways you can use a small account. The second way you could do that is you could also do options. You get a property under option, right? I'm doing that with a guy right now where he gave me an option. I put up $500. He gave me an option on the property, and I have the option to buy it at this particular price, and all I'm going to do is sell my option. Right. And I'm doing that in my son's ESA, education savings account. Right. So another thing you could do is be a hard money lender. Right. Now, a lot of people think, well, I can't be a hard money lender because I don't have any money. It's okay. You don't need money. Right. All you need is a little bit of money. Right. So let's say, for example, you got some private money lenders and they will loan you money at, say, 10% interest. So you go out and you get a loan at, say, 12%, and not get a loan, but you make a loan to another investor at, say, 12% interest and 5 points, right? So you've got somebody that's going to borrow money from you, 12% and 5 points, right? And then you're going to go to your private money lender, and they're going to put up, let's say it's a $100,000 loan. You're going to have them put up $98,000. You're going to put up $2,000 as an example. You're going to get the points. What's 5 points on a $100,000 loan? $5,000. You just turned a $2,000 investment into $5,000, right? Plus, you're making a spread on the interest between 10 and 12%, right? So if it's a year-long loan, 100,000, 10% is 10 grand, 12% is 12. You made $3,000, right, in points, and you made another $2,000 in interest. Plus, the other cool thing is you could charge points at month 6 and month 9 and month 12 if you wanted to.
If they roll that long.
Right? But in today's market, most properties are very, very hot, right? So you're going to be able to sell them very, very quick. So there's another thing that you can do if you have a small retirement account. These are great landlord loans. Check this out. I call it 10 for 12. I didn't make it up. I learned it from 12. I learned it from Jeff Watson. That's who I learned it from, attorney Jeff Watson. So it's 10 for 12. Let's say, landlords, they always got properties, but they're always cash poor, okay? So let's say a landlord needs to put a roof on one of their rental properties. They need $5,000, okay? They need $5,000. So you loan them $5,000, all right? And you tell them all you need to do is just make me 12 payments of $500 a month, right? It's $5,000, $500 a month. Now you would think, okay, 5,000, that's 20%. But if you amortize that loan, it's really 33% return on your money, right? You put up 5 and you got 6 back, right? but it's really 33% return on your money because of the amortization. Let me just pull this up here and show you right quick. It's 30 something percent, right? This is an HP 12C. You can get one for your phone, or you can buy them, right? This one's like from the 80s. Can't you tell?
I can tell.
It's all scratched up, right? I've had this thing since the 80s, right?
He's a pack rat. He says everything.
Shut up. Okay, so like 500. You got 500. Let me clear this thing out. $500, right? Is the payment amount, and you got 12 payments, right? And you have a $5,000 investment, right? 5,000, and you got 12 payments. Let's see if my calculator's working today. 35%, 35.07% return on your money. So you can literally loan out $5,000, get back $6,000, right? And it's 35% return on your money because of the time value of money, because you're getting back some interest, some principal every single month. It's called 10 for 12, right? You give them 10 times 500, and you get back 12 times 500. So those are many different ways that you can grow a small retirement account. Be a hard money lender, be a hard money broker. You get the points. You can do a wrap loan. Like I mentioned before, you borrow it at 10, you loan it out at 12. You get the points. You can do options. You can do seller finance deal. Let's say you find a property that you get 100% financing on, right? You get 100% financing on. You get it under contract. Make sure that the loan terms, make sure in your contract, and in our contracts, it says if we're getting seller financing, it's a no recourse loan, a non-recourse loan. That's very important. So make sure you get a non-recourse loan. Anyway, so then what you do is you turn around and you go sell that property with the owner financing in place, right? And you could put up, say, 100 or 200 or 500 bucks, and then you turn around and sell that property. We just did a deal where we bought it for $82,000 and we're selling it for $99,900. Now we had it sold for $99,900, but last minute the borrower or the buyer backed out because they had some funding issues or something. So that property is still available. If you want to see that property, go to investorsrehab.com, investorsrehab.com. And that's pretty much it. What else do we have for today's show?
I think that was it. You want to talk about the stashing cash for the crash?
Right.
We went through the your favorite deal of this past week and talked about the share sponsor.
That's it. Now make sure you share this video. If you're watching it right now and you haven't shared it yet, go ahead and share this video. Then you get a chance to win a real estate day trading jumpstart. We're going to pick a winner next week. Okay. Also, if you would like to apply to work with Kandas and I and our team one-on-one, we have what we call our apprentice partner program, right? It's not coaching. It's a mentoring program where we partner with you on deals, and our portion of the profits go to charity, right? It's not where I'm going to get paid. I mean, yeah, there is a fee for it up front, and it's not cheap, right? But it's working with me and my team personally, one-on-one, and it starts with 3 days right here in our office, right? And I'm going to work with you to help you close your first 3 deals, right? To help you close your first 3 deals. And out of those 3 deals, a third of your tuition for the partner program goes back to you. And the balance of each one of those deals, we split. You get half, and a charity of my choice gets half, right? And we have some really cool charities that we want to help. So I'm looking for other partners that we can work with and team up with and help them go out and close some deals. So we appreciate you guys watching. Thank you very much. Be sure and share this video, and we'll see you next week right here on Bragg Radio Live. Right, Kandas?
Yep.
Bye-bye. See you guys.